What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and well, as you all know, it is Wednesday, which normally we have a new summit. Luckily, this week we actually have a new update, which is going to be the Dominion Frozen. Now, the game actually does an update, which is probably a good thing, because sometimes it takes like 30 minutes to copy it, depending on the game there. But in the Dominion Frozen update, we're going to get a new motor pass and a bunch of new summits and/or vehicles as well. So far, I have to admit this motor pass is looking pretty awesome. But one thing I do want to mention, it looks like the weekly challenges are also going to be from followers once again. So if you guys might have been wondering, you can actually max out this entire thing by just completing the summit every week. You actually don't have to do anything else, which I would say many players are most likely wondering why the challenges were probably so easy and or just not that fun to do. And well, what's kind of funny about this is you actually don't even have to do them. All you have to actually do is turn in the summit every single week and you're pretty much good to go and get all 8 levels pretty easily. So luckily, leveling up the motor pass this episode around is also going to be insanely easy to do. But nonetheless, guys, let's jump right into this right now. So the first item is going to be the Dominion Frozen Helmet. I gotta admit that does look pretty awesome there. Then moving over to the next item, the Icy Lightning Underglow. Personally, I really do not use these all that often, but I do like the detail that does go into them. Then the first vehicle we're going to get is going to be a hypercar, the Celine S7 Twin Turbo Glacier Edition. I've always been a big fan of the Celines in real life, but unfortunately the S7 is not all that great in the hypercar class. I mean, we can all agree this car will definitely fall behind in some ways. Hopefully the new one here in this motor pass will actually be pretty dang good. We can all agree that's one of the best looking body kits we've seen in the game so far. I really do love the look of that. Plus the detail on those rims look awesome. Can we get those in the game, please, even though that's probably the regular S7 rims. But regardless, I'm really digging the overall look of this vehicle. Now moving over to the next reward, we're going to have the Frozen Spiral Tire. We can all agree that does look pretty insane. And I wanted to mention, by the way, guys, I am planning on testing out more of the tires in the future, because I do want to see how some of the tires actually affect vehicles and if it is in a positive or negative way. So let me know in the comments below what tires you guys would like me to take a closer look at. But moving over to the next reward, we're going to have the Electric Impact Smoke. So if you guys were to run like a drift vehicle, I would say the smokes are going to be pretty awesome. Then we will have the Yeti Horn after that. And then moving over, you will also get the crew credits as well, which I do believe you get about 35 to 40k back from buying this motor pass, which I do believe it costs 80,000 to get the base one. Then moving over, we will have the Street Race Ice King, which is going to be a Fame Magnet boosted, which is one half of the set. You'll get the other half later on in the motor pass as well. So a Fame Magnet set for this class, I would say, is actually going to be really good to have. Then moving over to the next reward, the Snowy Tint, which does look pretty funny nonetheless. But let's move over to the next thing, which is going to be 50,000 bucks. Then after that, we're going to have the Ice Cubes Nitro, which I do kind of like how that one looks. I do like the detail of that. Then we're going to have the Neon Tire. Not going to even try to pronounce the first name of that, but I do think this tire does look pretty awesome. It does look like slicks as well. Well, at least some of it does. Then we're going to have more crew credits after that. Then we're going to have more bucks. Then we'll have the Mountain Tires Rooftop, which depending on the vehicle you guys run, this might actually look kind of cool on there. Then moving over, the Dominion Frozen Suit, which I do believe this is matching the helmet from level 1. I do like that a good amount. I also don't really use the suits all that often, but I might have to change my character's outfit because, my goodness, it's been a while. Moving over to the second vehicle is going to be the Mazda RX-3 Supercharged Edition, which, if you guys might have been wondering, there is a regular version of this vehicle available in the store as well. But I gotta admit, I do like the body kit on this vehicle, and I do think it's upgraded pretty nicely. Cannot wait to actually test this one out. Definitely stay tuned for the video of all the cars in the motor pass. And then moving over to the next item is going to be the Ski Underglow, which I gotta admit, I do think this one is actually pretty awesome on the vehicle. Then moving over, we'll have more crew credits. And then finally a Dominion Frozen Tint, which I do like the detail of the tints. I personally don't run them all that often, but I do think the dark tint does make some of the cars look pretty cool. Then moving over to the Dominion Frozen Tire. I'm not sure how many players do like the tires, but I gotta admit, a lot of the motor passes do have many tires in them. Let's hope they're actually usable. And then moving over to another 50,000 bucks after that, but then we're going to have the Nitrogen Smoke, which I do like the detail of this smoke being on the ground like that. So if you guys were to run this on like a drift vehicle, I think that would look awesome. Then we're going to get a free 1.5 levels, which I do believe all the motor passes have this. But you also get free levels from doing the summits as well, like completing specific races in them, so that's pretty cool. Then we're going to get another 2,000 credits, which obviously is not that much. Then we'll have the Nova Pulse Underglow, which I do like the detail of this one as well. Then we're going to have another 50,000 bucks. Then finally the Ski Rooftop. So I might have to throw this on one of my trucks or something like that and give that like off-road, like adventure feeling to it. And now moving over to the third vehicle you can unlock is going to be the DeLorean DMC-12 Out of Drift, which everybody probably saw this car in the trailer. And by the way guys, this car is going to be free to everyone. All you have to do is level up the pass, which is luckily going to be very easy to do now. I cannot wait to actually try out this vehicle in the drift class to really see what it can do. But I'm also excited to see what the DeLorean can do against like the new Nissan 370 Drift or the 350 from the previous motorpass as well. And can I also mention, by the way, can we please get rims like that and or customization for the rims in the game that we have on this DeLorean? That looks awesome. But moving over to the next award is going to be another tire, which I think we can all agree this tire is definitely going to look on the weirder side, but it's also going to be a slick, which apparently the slicks can be really good for certain vehicles, so we may have to test that one out anyway. Then at level 27, we'll have another 5,000 crew credits pack there, and then at 28, we're going to have the Ice Vortex Nitro, which for some odd reason, I've been really digging some of the nitros in the game recently. I've been messing around with some of them. I do like how they actually look on many of the vehicles, but then we're going to have another 50,000 bucks. And then moving over to level 30, you'll get yourself the Ice Vortex Underglow, which I gotta admit does have some pretty awesome detail to it, even though I personally don't really run these all that often. And then at level 31, you're going to get yourself another Motor Stars pack, which is just going to help you level up the pass just a little bit. Then we'll have ourselves another smoke here, which I do think many of the smokes in this motor pass so far do look pretty awesome. And then after that, we're going to get another crew credits pack and then more bucks following that. And then at level 35, you're going to get yourself the second half of the Street Race Ice King, which I do think is going to be worth getting. A Fame Magnet set does actually help a lot with followers and bucks, and you guys can get a lot more money using this. Then we're going to have another Nitro after that. And then moving over to the last vehicle you can get from the Motor Pass is going to be the Dodge SRT Viper GTS Lightning Edition. I'm not going to lie, I'm really digging the body kit on this vehicle. I'm getting heavy ACR vibes from this car, and I cannot wait to actually try out the Viper in the street category to see how this car is going to do. But not only that, maybe we will have a new competitor in the street class that can actually keep up with some of the better top tiered vehicles. But moving over to the next award is going to be another 2,000 crew credits. And then we're going to have the Nova Pulse Nitro, which I do like this one as well. Then we're going to have the On the Rocks Horn. Then we will have the Nova Pulse Nitro. Then we will have the Nova Pulse Nitro. Then after that, the On the Rocks Horn, which I personally don't use these all that often. Then we'll get ourselves another 50,000 bucks, and then we're gonna And then at level 39, you can get yourself the Nova Pulse Nitro, which I do gotta admit, the Nitros are actually pretty awesome. Then we'll have the On the Rocks Horn. Then get ourselves another 50,000 bucks. So these motor passes can also be really good for getting extra money. And as I mentioned before, leveling them up is going to be a breeze now. Then we'll have the multicolored tire, which is definitely going to be green because it doesn't have all that much detail to it. Then you'll get yourself 20,000 crew credits and then another free 1.5 levels. Then we'll have the Devil Horns rooftop. Then another 50,000 bucks. Then finally at level 47, you'll get yourself another Loot Digger set for the Hypercar class, which if you guys already have one, you can always delete the parts for some spare parts and all that, which might not be a bad idea. But it really comes down to the Affixit stats on this said part set because it actually might be pretty good, or you can always change those Affixit stats and try to build like a different type of Loot Digger set, which could also be kind of interesting. Then we're going to have the Windy Smoke. That's actually pretty awesome. Then we'll have ourselves the Snowflake tire. The detail on that is pretty cool. Then we'll have another Yodel Horn. Then finally, at the max level is going to get you the JDM Blue Underglow. But that will basically do it for this motor pass. I have to admit, I'm actually digging the cars in this one for the most part. I do like them. I love the detail of the Viper here, and even the DeLorean looks pretty good as well. And that car is also going to be a new free drift vehicle, so we will definitely have to test that out. But let me know what you guys think about the new motor pass in the comments below, and I will also be posting the Summit video later on today.